Talandracas
versus la Dolfina Murus Sanctus.
Go for it. 14 teams. Do you want me to look at you? Fine. Hello and welcome back to Cowdrey for the Gold Cup. It is the second day today of the quarterfinal stages, and we are here on lawns, ready to go again for another quarterfinal showdown. We are here at Cowdrey Park Polo Club, live around the world from Cowdrey TV and Polo Line TV. A very warm welcome to you all. If you tuned in earlier, you would have seen a great match, which we'll talk about very shortly. But if you are just joining us now, welcome. Sun is shining, as you can see. A big difference to yesterday. We had a lot of rain and sunshine yesterday. But the stage is set for the final match of this quarter-final stage between La Dolfina Murus Sanctus and against the mighty Talandracas in the pink. Let's talk about a little bit how all of these teams have got here. 18 teams entered originally, 4 qualifying matches, some nail-biting games, literally 1 or 2 goals in it, some overtimes, and then some penalty shootouts. Now, teams that made their way directly through. La Dolfina Great Oaks, undefeated. Dubai, undefeated. Talandracas, playing now, 3 wins and 1 loss, straight into the quarterfinals. La Dolfina Murus Sanctus, playing now. Little bit, 2 wins, 2 losses. Slow start for Adolfo, but the team had changed from the Queen's Cup. Valhalla, new kids on the block. They were brilliant. The story was epic. Underdogs coming in, new to the high goal, and they had a great win all the way through until then they started to lose 1, but they were still in it, ready for the quarters. Unfortunately, they got knocked out yesterday. King Power, Black Bears, and Desert Palm all went through on penalties. Now, that brings us to this weekend. Our first quarterfinal yesterday between La Dolfina Great Oaks and Desert Palm. Desert Palm found a new lease of life. They won on penalties. They were in. They were fighting. They wanted to get a spot in the semi-finals. They were winning for most of the match. We were waiting. We were waiting and waiting for Perotto Cambiasso from Great Oaks to do something spectacular. And then finally it came. And he pushed. And then towards the end, the last couple of chukkers, and there was an amazing goal. With 1 goal in it, La Dolfina Great Oaks took the first spot into the semi-finals. Desert Palm out. Second quarter-final yesterday. Valhalla, strong. Everybody was out to watch them. Local, big story. Justin and his team, they were doing quite well. King Power, though, seasoned. They've won this tournament 3 times. They play all over the world. Nico Pierres, Pablo Madonna. They just stuck it out, and they took the win. Unfortunately, Valhalla couldn't do anything. So, King Power, next spot, semi-finals. Valhalla out. Then that leads us on to this morning. You might have seen it. If you did, it was a pretty unstoppable game from the mighty Dubai. 5-time winners of the Gold Cup. Wow. Hector Castagnola, a masterclass, scoring nearly all of the goals. 15-6 was the final score against Black Bears. Now, Black Bears had a really bumpy road in this tournament. It's not been a great one for them. They came in on penalties. They struggled, to be fair. Gonzalito Facundo, so good to see them back, but they just couldn't get the Black Bears up on the scoreboard that much. So, Black Bears out. And then Black Bears out and Dubai in. So we've got Dubai, we've got La Dolfina Great Oaks, and we have got the mighty, mighty King Power. So now it's the final one. Talandracas in the pink, just warming up behind me against La Murus Sanctus. Let's talk about Talandracas first. Eduard and Uz Carminac. They've had a great run. They've just come off the back of a Queen's Cup win. I mean, what a team. What an undefeated Queen's Cup winners against La Dolfina Great Oaks. 10-goal Polito Pierres. They come into this tournament with 3 wins, 1 loss coming into this stage now. The partnership between Alejandro Musio and Rochi Torgatar has made for some fantastic polo. And they like to take it down to the wire. And they like to go to overtimes. Let's take a look to see how they have managed to get to this road to the quarterfinals.
He's going to fall instead. Now it's going to be Torgatar on the run. Torgatar, he's gone here for Talandracas. Rochi Torgatar on that horse next. He's on his own. Hits the green grass of lawns in front of Rochi Torgatar with the cut shot. And what a finish by Torgatar. A beautiful score there by the young man, Rochi Torgatar.
Here's Perez. Finds the ball out the back of the line now.
now. Perez, green grass ahead of him. Look at this, nice approach to him. Looks good, he's just going to tap it in and finish off. Perez will make light work of this, surely. It's a formality. Lots of space here to bring it a bit further. Belot's coming in to make a challenge, but he's run round the side there. Magoose had to come in onto it. Doesn't get his backhand. Polito somehow, like a magician, snuck past everybody and put it through the goal. It's a big one. Wow. No whistle for the umpire. Look how quickly Talandracas come in and sweep, and look at Lucio. He is 5, 6, 7 lengths to run. Look at his horse go. Opened up, flat out. He is back. It's Lucio on the run. Alexander Lucio. Oh my God, this is going to be the best goal of the... Here we go. Will he do it? Ale Lucio!
Okay, Talandracas. They're fighters. What's Polito going to do today? What's Adolfo going to do? Because let's talk about La Dolfina, Murus, Sanctus, the second team out of the La Dolfina organization. Wow, Great Oaks are through with Perotto. Father Adolfo. Now, we talked about it earlier. The team has changed from the Queen's Cup, so they took a while to get going in this tournament. Adolfo is playing with his daughter, Mia Cambiasso. That's lovely for him to play with his daughter as well as his son. And Charlie Hambry was in that team at guards for the Queen's Cup. Now, they changed around to join Murus Sanctus, Corinne Ricard, and it is a great team. And Murus Sanctus won the Queen's Cup last year with Polito Pierres. So it's really interesting. The dynamic now has switched with Adolfo in there. Now, he's got Alfredo Bugatti by the side of him, and he's got Marcos Olaja. Really interesting to see how he sees and steers this ship. They came in with 2 wins and 2 losses. He's a legend. He's gone down to 9 goals, but he's still absolutely amazing. Let's have a look to see how La Dolfina, Murus Sanctus made their way through to this stage of the quarterfinals. So, there you go. The road to the quarterfinals for La Dolfina Murus Sanctus. Let's have a look at the teams up here on the scoreboard, on the live stream, and for pitch side. So, Talandracas playing at 1. Rochi Torgatar, 5 goals. Pablo Pierres, a 10-goal player. He's at number 2. Alejandro Mucio, 7-goal handicap, number 3. And Ugs Carminac, it might be Eduard. We'll have a look as they come out. at the back. 22 goal team in the pink shirts. La Dolfina, Murus, Sanctus. Corinne Ricard at the front, 0 goals. Alfredo Bugatti, number 2, 7 goals. Marcos Kakuraja, 6-goal handicap, number 3. And at the back, the man, the legend, Adolfo Cambiaso, 9 goals. And it feels very weird saying that. 22-goal team. Welcome, everybody. Our officials today, Henry Fisher, Peter Wright, and Ben Turner.
Birthday boy, Henry Fisher as well. So happy birthday to the local umpire, Henry Fisher, winner of this tournament as well. Of course, in the past, Henry.
Let's have a quick look at some of the horses here. For Talandracas, Eduard Carminac on Morena. Rochi Torgatar on Homiga. Polito Pierres on Ambrosia. And Alejandro Musio on Pelada. And horses for La Dolfina, Murus, Sanctus in the blue. Corinne Ricard on Venus. Alfredo Bugatti on Fama. Marcos Araja on Catalina. And Adolfo Cambiaso on Sky.
So players are on the field. The fourth and final quarterfinal about to get underway. And Talandracas looking to pick it up straight away here with Polito Perez. Perez taking on Marcus Caco Araja just forcing Polito Perez to a standstill. But look at the skill we saw head to Castagnola. Marvelous in that first game. Polito looking to show us what he can do. But Adolfo Cambiaso, as he has done over the years, comes away with it. But Rochi Torgatar, the young player based in Spain. Rochi Torgatar, I'm sure his parents, Santi and Jackie, watching closely. But it's now here with Ali Musio. Musio, what a season this player has had. Ali Musio with the number 3 shirt on today. Just for little chip up there, finding Polito Perez, but Perez over the top. And Adolfo Cambiaso, he comes round once more here for Murus Sanctus. Hooked up the play by Polito. So Araja backing him up. Araja takes it back towards his own goal. Just flicks it underneath his own pony, but he's still under pressure every step of the way there from Musio. Adolfo coming in to help Araja out, and Araja, former Talandracas player as part of his lineup last year, looks to come away with it now. Just a little bit scrappy up there as Bugatti comes in for his first touch. We got an opening whistle on the play.
Yeah, Bugatti came in for his opening touch, but let's just have a little bit of a rewind and we'll have a look at what happened before there. There was a couple of things happening before Bugatti got to the ball. Umpire first whistle of the game. Welcome, everybody, if you're tuning around the world via Cowdrey TV and Polo Line TV. And welcome, pitchside. So good to see so many people here for the last quarter-final to see who will take that final spot for the semi-finals on Wednesday. Dubai are through. King Power are through. And La Dolfina Great Oaks are through. 30-yard penalty. Polito Pierres. Straight through. First goal. First blood to Talandracas. And it is Polito that takes that penalty. We are playing for the Vichai Siwadhanaplava Trophy. Memorial for the late father of Top and Ton and the late chairman of Leicester Football and the big man behind King Power. And what a trophy to play in memory of for the Vichai Siwadhanaplava Trophy today.
So ball comes back into play. Talandracas, as I mentioned, Queen's Cup champions. Coming up now against Adolfo Cambiaso, 7 times winner of the British Open. Sends it down the line, looking for Alfredo Bugatti, the big hitting player from Argentina, Corinne Ricard. She's out in front. There's a lot of angle to work with her and a lot of work for Bugatti to do, but it just rolls over the back line.
Yeah, Murus Sanctus, they won last year. Talandracas won this year. Polito was with Murus Sanctus last year. He's now with Talandracas this year. He's won back-to-back Queen's Cup. He's won it 3 times, the Queen's Cup, over his years of history. And he's only won the Gold Cup once, and that was with Courtium and Adrian Kirby back in 2012 alongside Francisco Elizalde, Jamie Huidublo.
So coming away down the ground now is Polito Perez. Torregatar came in, but he's called off for play, and this is what we love to see from Polito Perez. Perez, he would just slow it down. He's called for a pass by Musio. Crowded out there by Raja and Bugatti, but still somehow Polito Perez with the neck shot. Polito Perez, oh, it's just gone wide left, but what a chance. What an effort, Polito Perez.
Well, it's going to be really interesting to see how Polito controls this game and how he steers that lovely partnership that they have, or the trio, Alejandro Musio, Rocci. Such a great season for Musio.
So Adolfo Cambiasso, the great man, coming in. We've already seen Perotto Cambiasso, his son, secure their place in the semi. Can Adolfo Cambiasso do it once more? Sends it down, looking for Araja, but Araja's left it behind, and there's Musio with the open backhand, looking for Rocci Torregatar. Adolfo Cambiasso quick to it, and he's going to have to be doing that all day long if they had a standard chance here, this Murus Sanctus side, as it's there with Araja taking on Musio and Polito Perez. Araja going round to the right-hand side of Perez. Corinne Ricard out the way, it's Kaku Araja with the shot. Kaku Araja through the goal, and what a score!
And that was worked so well from way back down the other end. Kaku just getting on top of that, getting in front of Musio, just a little guide, bit of horsepower, a little bit ahead, and just managing to finish off that quite nicely. What a piece in the opening. 2 minutes 40 odd on the clock in the first chukker. And I've got a funny feeling this is going to be one hell of a game, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready. Both of these fighting it out for the last spot in Wednesday's semi-final. This is going to be good.
So Adolfo Cambiasso just puts his stick up in the air. He goes through the middle. Adolfo Cambiasso called off the play by Araja. Araja now looking to take on Torregatar. It's still there with Kaku Araja. Behind him again, the great man, Adolfo. It's still though. Araja looking to get his second in as many minutes with the next shot towards the goal. He looks happy, but not quite happy enough. Wide to the right.
Yeah, just slightly to the right, but good effort from Murus Sanctus, taking this possession and keeping the back door shut, attacking up the front. Pink shirts, though, undefeated coming into the Queen's Cup. They've come into this tournament 3 wins and 1 loss, and many overtimes. They do love an overtime, does Polito.
So Polito goes out left, looking for Musio. Watch for Torregatar down the centre. Oh, he's called off. An unlucky bounce, though, because Bugatti comes onto it. And now the chance, Bugatti, his first real sighter, but sends it wide again. The tactic for Murus Sanctus, so it seems to be hit on sight.
As soon as you get it, hit it. Let's get some goals on the scoreboard. The team slightly later establishing this season. They actually... Murus Sanctus came in just for the Gold Cup. La Dolfina was Scone in the Queen's Cup. And then a quick change out from Charlie Hambry and Mia Cambiasso. And then the Murus Sanctus team was established. A little bit of a bumpy road coming in with 2 wins and 2 losses. But you can never count out the man, the legend that is Adolfo, steering his ship.
And Araja, as well, as I mentioned, Araja part of this Talandracas side. He's really going to want to make sure that he lays his mark on this one when he was there last year with the team in pink, replaced this year by Torregatar. But what a job Torregatar has done. But Adolfo stopping Perez at the front. All the backhand played. Araja thought about it, thought better of it. As again here with Musio and Perez. Perez sends it out left, looking to bring Ali Musio into play again. Musio saw the sight. It's going to stay for another chance. Ali Musio behind him again. Adolfo Cambiasso seeing plenty of action early in this contest. A great captain for La Dolfina, Murus Sanctus. But Perez with a shot against the pony. Musio, he can't get it either. And Adolfo, he will bring it back round. Adolfo to the left-hand side of Musio. In front of him is Corinne Ricard. Carmignac, He is back there as well for Talandracas as we hear the first buzzer going. It's picked up now by Araja. Araja called off for play by Adolfo. Adolfo now with the tap. They've got about 25 seconds to play with. And look at the speed of Bugatti up the front. Bugatti to pick up the pass from Adolfo. Up the air. He's on the left-hand side. Leaves it behind. And Torrigatà, he can clear it round in front of his own goal mouth. They've got about 10 seconds, Talandracas now, to get as far as they can with Rocci Torrigatà on the run. Adolfo Cambiasso comes back, gets the hook, and there goes the buzzer.
And ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. 1-1, all apiece. Great opening from both sides. We will return for the second chuck-up very shortly. Get ready for a showdown.
Talandracas versus la Dolfina Murus Sanctus.
Welcome back, everybody, for the start of the second chukker. This is the last quarterfinals. We're playing for the Vichai Siwatana Prabha Memorial Trophy today. There's the trophy given to the winners of this quarterfinal match. There is Flacco down there giving Edouard a little chat. So Edouard's changing, and I think Oogs is going to come on. Father Edouard Carminac, amazing, playing huge years of playing polo. And he had a little bit of a run out there. And son Oogs Carminac will be coming out to replace him.
This season, this tournament, so he's going to just change shirts with his father, and then he'll be back out playing in the number 4 position.
So Talandracas have had a pretty good run so far. They've won the Carlos Gracida Memorial Trophy on the first opening days of the tournament. They won the Argentine Ambassadors Cup last week. 12-11 overtime. They've had 3 overtimes, Talandracas, during this tournament. And every single game has had either 1 or 2 goal difference, John.
Yeah, been really, really great to watch. Polito, because that opening game you're speaking about, that was such a great game against Desert Palm Polo.
Yeah, 11-10 final score, and it went to overtime. They kind of set the bar with that momentum just coming off the back of the Queen's Cup.
Yeah, but it's great to have seen Dolfina Murus Sanctus. We commentated them on that opening day, and they struggled against Dolfina Great Oaks. But Adolfo, he's just got better and better as the tournament goes on. He had a game against UAE where he just showed that dominance.
Oh, phenomenal. Like you say, started slow. Now there's Hilario Ulloa. The Park Place are out, unfortunately, but Hilario. There. There's Tommy Beresford. 8-goal English professional, the highest rated English man at the moment in the polo world on 8 goals. There he is, enjoying his Shabba mate. He's eating something.
Captain
of the England team.
Yeah,
captain of the England team announced very shortly. UAE obviously out as well. We talk about that. Hilario Ulloa out. Park Place out. UAE out.
Marcus
Driscoll out. Yeah, it's a real change. Okay, we have Uggs Carmenac swapping with Father Edouard, and he's back out now, ready to start. This second chukker to Dolfina Murus Sanctus take possession, but it's pushed out the way by the pink shirts, and it falls to Polito.
So Perez now looking to go straight away. You saw Hugh Carmignac wasting no time to get involved. Rochi Torgatar, he's coming onto it now. Torgatar looking to take on Adolfo. Called off the play instead, though, by Musio, who just looks round. Sends the long shot down the ground, looking for Perez Araja. He's got Carmignac there as well. The little backhand flick played, and across comes Bugatti, but the umpires stop him.
Yeah, whistle on the play there. Just Bugatti came round, but did it look like Polito had turned and already established that line? So already on the line, the pink player, Polito, claiming that before Bugatti came across. Penalty awarded from the spot. Polito. Hits it once. Hits it twice, goes for the long one. Oh, it's good. It's very good through the traffic. Polito Pierres takes his second penalty, and he converts it. Talandracas 2-1.
I don't think he quite knew his luck there, Polito Perez. He took the first tap. You'd expect someone to go in, but he just had all the time then to hit it long again. So Polito Perez, his second goal. Talandracas' second goal. The Queen's Cup champion. Starting strong, but Dolfina Murus Sanctus and Adolfo Cambiasso looking to come back at them now. Adolfo to his left-hand side there came Carmignac, but Adolfo still just against the pony there with Torgatar though, and it's Adolfo coming through, and it's Adolfo with the little chip, and there's 4 blue shirts. The open backhand, but good defensive play, but Bugatti will come again. Alfredo Bugatti scores the goal, and the players continue to go back and forth here.
Back and forth it goes. Nice from Bugatti. He managed to get to it. It went up towards Marcos. Marcos did really well there to just get that ball back just in time for Alfredo to just do a little chip shot to get that posts in. And Murus Sanctus up on the scoreboard, drawing now 2-2 as they come back to the middle once again.
So ball, sorry.
You go, John.
Ball goes back in play, and it falls for Araja. Araja looking to run round the outside of Musio. These two know each other's game so well as Araja goes to the right-hand side, but back there quickly was Torgatar. Tail back up, played Adolfo. Or you saw what he was wanting to do, but just left it behind. And now Talandracas look to come the other way. And Musio sends a pass down the ground, looking for Perez. But the speed of Adolfo just gets back in time, and he takes the ball in front of both Polito and Musio. So no, Carmignac and Musio. Now here with Adolfo Cambiasso. Musio staying involved as Adolfo uses there Araja as the blocker. Goes to the right-hand side. Musio has a look. Adolfo, the umpires are not going to let him get away with that one.
No, I don't think they're not going to let him. For those of you tuning in, you might not have heard a little chuckle from Polito.
It's going in pink.
Yeah. It's going in favour of pink. Polito confident. Confident in the camp from Talandracas. A shrug of the shoulders from Adolfo. Right, here we go. From the middle. Where's he going to go? Is he going to go for the big one? Is he going to draw in Adolfo? Adolfo comes to meet him. Ale has gone left. There is a long drive all the way up. Corrine is there in defence. And Bugatti with a backhand across the face of the goal.
So Bugatti with the tail backhand, finding Adolfo Cambiasso on the turn. Look for Araja to his right, and that's where the pass it goes. Going back quickly, though, is Carmignac. Carmignac so good in those situations, but leaves it behind, and it's going to be Araja again. Araja being chased by Perez. Araja now with the near side, leaves it behind, and the backup's not there, as Carmignac this time does get the backhand, but only as far as Alfredo Bugatti. Bugatti toying there with Ali Muccio, takes it left, takes it right. Muccio ridden away by Adolfo Cambiasso as Bugatti just needs an inch here as he's got Araja behind him, sends it to goal, does Bugatti, and Bugatti through the centre.
Through the centre, through the traffic. What a nice goal from Alfredo. Really, really nice. Straight through, and they take the lead now. Murus Sanctus, 3-2. Unfortunate there. Oogs couldn't get that backhand, and it just meant that Kaku Araja kept that drive on, and Alfredo managed to finish.
See the Dolfina Murus Sanctus players there. They were looking to go to gallop, but the umpires, they will count all the way to 25. They won't wait, but they do count to 25 as the shot now goes for Muccio. Muccio, big under the neck shot, looking for Toragata on the run, but coming there just in front of him is Adolfo Cambiasso. Adolfo seeing there, Toragata just moved away of it, ushered out there by Araja. So Adolfo looks for Araja now to get it free, but instead he's only found Muccio. Muccio, what a season Alejandro Muccio has really stepped up here this year with Talandracas. Sends it long down the ground, looking at the front door. He's got Carmignac. The bounce of the ball just avoided both Carmignac and Cambiasso. Bugatti gets there, but he's given it back to Polito Perez. Perez with a near side backhand, but turning around and facing Adolfo Cambiasso. Cambiasso, it's end-to-end out here in this quarter-final. The winners earlier day, Dubai. They await the winners of this contest as there's an overlap here now for La Dolfina Murus Sanctus, and it's Alfredo Bugatti, Karine Ricard calling for the pass at the front, but going back will be Muccio. Muccio on the near side. Rocci Toragata coming to support him, but Muccio's got some space. In front of him again is Carmignac. Muccio didn't get the cleanest of strikes. The ball just bobbling in front of him, so Bugatti can come onto it now. Again for La Dolfina Murus Sanctus. Alfredo Bugatti gives it again to Araja, who's had a great first two chuckers so far of this game, but turned around first by Muccio, then by Polito Perez. Polito in front is Carmignac. Carmignac calls for it. Carmignac gets it. Hugh Carmignac now here for his Talandracas side, and pink Carmignac about 40 yards from goal, leaves it behind, and coming on for play will be Araja. Bugatti behind him, stolen away. Polito Perez surely, or has there been a whistle? I don't think there has. The whistle has not been blown. The goal, it will stand, and Talandracas, they draw us level again, 3-3.
Wow, what a steal from Polito. Pops it in. Everybody sort of stopped and looked. Couldn't believe Polito coming through and stealing that. We're 3-3 again all the way on the scoreboard. This is good things going either end from both teams. Unfortunate there for Ooks. Just got to warm into this chucker. Just get a little bit up there with the rest of them. But he's in the right places at the right time. Just got to make better connections with that ball. It falls now to Adolfo. Adolfo misses it on the near side. Great backhand by Muccio. And they all turn. It's Polito first. Polito Piedras on the attack. Look at him go. Polito Piedras, surely. He's got Kaku Araja chasing him. He looks over his shoulder at the same time as shooting. Polito Piedras. Wow. What a run. What a backhand, first of all. A beautiful backhand, really well seen. And there we go, Polito. Little under the neck, straight through the post. John, that was nice.
Yeah, great play. That's where Talandracas have been at their best. As we hear the buzzer go, let's hear it here at the ground. And they turned it round at the end. Talandracas, they lead. End of a second chukker, 4-3.
Talandracas
versus la Dolfina Murus Santos.
Well, welcome back, everybody. We'll have a look through the horses list now on this chukker. Third chukker about to start. Let's have a look at some of the horses. La Dolfina, Murus Sanctus, Corinne Ricard coming out on Valadora. Alfredo Bugatti. This is a really nice mare. Tsunami. Marcos Araja on Muda. And Adolfo Cambiasso on Popstar. This is a nice one that I'd like to see him play. Popstar, watch him on this one. Eduard Carminac comes out on Robana. Rocci, Torregatara and Campesina. Filito Pierres on Society. And Alejandro Musio on Laga. Popstar has won Best Playing Pony before. And we've got a couple of Lovelock's horses coming out shortly for Adolfo. Lovelock's Mirage and Lovelock's Playtime. Polito, I'm waiting for JM Fanta to make an appearance. Okay, Veronica for Musio. He swapped onto here in the second chukker. Here we go now. Third chukker starts. Balls in. 4 to Talandracas, 3 to Murus Sanctus. What's going to happen here?
So coming away with the play now in the lineup. Murus Sanctus, can they tie us back up? The pass down the ground was by Musio. He's looking for Adolfo. He just sent it a little bit to the right-hand side, which allows Polito Perez the chance to come back now, using Torregatara out there as the blocker. Polito Perez looking to take on Adolfo. Adolfo's tactic is to get really involved up defending from the front of the ground. So Polito Perez sends it long, looking for Alejandro Musio here on Laga. Calling for the pass is Carmignac. There as well, Polito Perez, but over the top and coming now, the chance of the overlap. If they're clever here, Araj has got Bugatti to stretch a play, and Araj instead chooses just to slow it down. Looks to see where his captain Adolfo is. Adolfo looking to get there in front of Polito Perez. Adolfo just for right-hand side. The umpire's happy as Adolfo sends it long down the ground, looking for a Bugatti or perhaps Corinne Ricard, but it just goes a little bit further, and it's there with the backhand. Not a lot of distance there from Musio. Adolfo turns and faces the umpires. Blow one of a trio of players coming down the line.
Yeah, just getting a bit sticky up that top. 2 blue players and a pink. And then we had 1 blue and a pink coming down as a Talandracas pink went the other way. So 2 going on 1. Let's see what umpire. And it has gone to the pink shirts. And here we go. Penalty for Talandracas. Once again, Polito.
So Polito just puts it down the ground, looking for Musio. Bugatti spins it round. Lovely play of Alfredo Bugatti, but Musio never gives up, but the umpires might have made the decision for him.
Yeah, 2 penalties in very short concession there. Had blue players trying to come through. Pink player in the way. So, yeah, it goes back the other way. That's unfortunate for Talandracas. Could have used that penalty they awarded just before with a bit of momentum to get them down the field, but swung back to Murus Sanctus, and it'll be Adolfo looking like he's teeing up this ball, ready to try and get themselves level on 4 goals each. On Popstar. It's high, it's good, but it's wide. Wide to the left. Adolfo's got his hand in the air. He's not sure. He says, come on, umpire. They're going to have a look, though. He's challenged. So we're having a look this end. Polito. Obviously, that was wide, umpire. Adolfo, no, it wasn't. So we're just waiting on confirmation from the third man. So it'll be an important call, this. Adolfo thought it was in. Goal judge and that end think it wasn't.
Yeah, I heard the third man talking, but above us, hard to tell. Not clear and obvious was the call, so they've gone with the on-field decision, wide to the left-hand side. So now comes Polito Perez, sends it out to the left, looking for Musio. Musio slows it down. Going towards him there is Araja. Musio leaves it in turn for Polito Perez. Polito now again leaving it for Musio. Musio now in front of Araja. Musio now takes it up over the halfway line. I think he's still out there on Lager. It's Musio. Just slows it down. Takes it right again. Beaten by the bounce, and that allows Adolfo Cambiasso to sweep onto it. Adolfo Cambiasso takes it up, using the blocker in Bugatti. The umpire's happy with the work being done by Bugatti behind as Adolfo now goes. Adolfo, we've seen this so many times over the years. Adolfo Cambiasso being chased by Musio, leaves it for Araja. Oh, Araja leaves it behind. He got left it by the great man, but couldn't capitalise. But still with Bugatti, the chance not yet gone, but the umpires blow the whistle.
Yeah, there was a stick in the air from Rocci Torgatar, I think. Whistle on the play, but it's unfortunate for Adolfo. Pink players coming down. Bugatti came across. Quick change onto some fresh horses for a few in this 4 minutes in this third. And away we go. We take it quickly, and he's off on the dynamic, on the fun. Here we go. There's the launch. Still got it. Drives it back up towards the top.
So running onto it now, it's going to be Bugatti in defence. Big tail backhand. You saw Rocci coming behind him on the line. Let's see what the umpires think about that one.
So, looked like pink player came, I don't know actually on that one. It looked like the pink player had come across there on the line, and it looked like Bugatti had caused a foul there on that one for me. John?
Yeah, I think Bugatti pushed the pink player, not realising Torgatar was coming at that speed behind him. So, yeah, there wasn't enough room. And you saw Adolfo looking slightly disbelievingly, but I think to give him credit, he was looking at his own players.
Yeah.
He could see it was a foul from where it was.
So they've got a penalty. 30 yards. for Polito. Another penalty. He scored 2 already from penalties. Straight through. There's another one. Up it goes. That one definitely went through. Now back they go once again. 5-3.
The ball goes back in play. Talandracas, some daylight between these two sides. Once again, they raced into an early lead. Adolfo brought it back. Now it's here with Bugatti. Bugatti looking to get another one for his side. Leaves it again for Adolfo. Adolfo opens it to the left, comes back to the right. In there goes Musio, but Adolfo opens the shoulder, sends it long. Targetar just ushers it to... So no, that was Carminiac at the back, just ushering it wide to the right.
Just when Adolfo wants to decide to take that shot, he does, doesn't he? Fully committed, and wow, he can certainly move it slightly to the right-hand side. So they redress. Talandracas, each game they played, 1 or 2 goals in it, very, very tight. Couple of overtimes for them as well. Undefeated in the Queen's Cup, and coming in here with 3 wins, 3 wins and 1 loss, and looking good today. But so is Murus Sanctus. They've found their groove. Bumpy start for them. New change of a team for the Queen's Cup. But in the last 2 matches, absolutely playing textbook polo. And here's Bugatti.
Bugatti, oh, you saw that here in the grandstand. It just bounced right up. But backing him up there is Araja. Araja, he had a great start to the game. He's been quietened a little. Now, can he look to go again here for the blue shirt to Dolfina? Murus Sanctus taking on long-time teammate Musio. What a shot that is by Marcus Araja. We saw that line perfectly, and we hear the crowd show their appreciation. What a score.
What a goal. That was a cracking goal from Kaku. Really nice. He was being ridden off hard. He looked up, knew where the goal was, took a shot, and straight through the posts. Nice, nice effort from Marcus Araja.
Players then back to the centre of the ground. 1 goal separating these two sides again. It's been really tense out there. Neither side really able to get domination and put down their marker so far. As the ball goes back into play. Falling onto it now is Musio. Adolfo, he had to get him because gone down the ground was Carminiac. But Polito Perez comes across. Oh, I didn't see Araja. He came off there in front of the pack.
Just came off in front of the umpire there. So we'll have a quick look at this pony, make sure it's okay.
Yeah, they're going to get the vet coming out here, as we mentioned earlier on the day. Any doubt whatsoever, they will send the ponies off to be looked at. We do have the finest horse welfare here at the grounds, so it looks okay coming off, but as we mentioned, they will just give it a quick look over, and the players a chance to go off and change as we see the staff coming on as well, just to take that beautiful grey pony off to the sidelines.
So a little reset in the play right now, ladies and gents, whilst we just make sure Marcus is okay and his grey pony is all right. Looks like it's trotting off sound and its ears are forward, so hopefully we got a happy pony and Marcus can jump on to another one.
Always reassuring when they just send the vet straight back off the field saying we're fine, it just needs to go back. So, yeah, that one be looked at. So a close, tense start to this 4th and final quarter-final.
Yeah, it really is.
You think Murus Sanctus would be nervous to let Polito get too ahead of steam. So Adolfo is getting very involved, as we mentioned, at the front of the defensive effort. For a long time, we saw him start playing deeper and deeper, but he's got to stop Polito at the source, seems to be his game plan today.
I think exactly that. How do you clamp Polito down when the man is on fire? He really is on fire. So it'll be interesting to see whether this can maintain for this chukker and for the next 3 chukkers after this. We've only got about a minute left, ladies and gents, in this third chukker before half-time. Couple of horse change as they come back out. We'll just wait for Kaku. Played last year with Murus Sanctus, with Corinne Ricard in that team. They won the Queen's Cup, for those of you that might remember that, alongside Polito. And then Polito back with Talandracas this year.
So the umpires just having a chat with the third man to the left. They've got that video replay that we've already seen a couple of times come in to the game today to see if there was any foul play coming out the line out. The tumble just happened out in front of the line out. Then there's also the question, of course, did either side have clear possession of the ball, in which case they will get it as well. That new rule brought in a couple of years ago. If the play does stop for a stoppage due to an injury, they will give it back to the team in possession.
Murus Sanctus. They'll have the ball. Okay. Possession back with the Blues. And Adolfo will be the one to take this. Watch what everybody does, where everyone goes. Kaku's on a new horse. Adi goes right. Alfredo goes down the middle, and then watch out for the movement. Alfredo moves up a little bit more. Adolfo, one little hit. He looks up, and there is the little chip shot to try and find Marcus.
So goes out left to Araja. It's been watched closely there by the young player Rochi Torreguitar. Torreguitar, of course, played with Adolfo as part of the Scone side a couple of years ago. It's here now with Adolfo Cambiasso. Looking now for Araja. Araja, he put plenty of power on it, but across there came Musio. Umpire's happy there that it wasn't intent, but now comes Torreguitar. Torreguitar looking to run away, just got left behind as it's picked up there instead there by Perez. Perez in between there, Adolfo and Bugatti. The two captains once again coming together, and it's Adolfo Cambiasso. The 9-goaler still seems so weird to say Adolfo off 9 as he is left it behind, and Rochi Torreguitar called off for playing out by the 10-goaler Polito Perez. Polito goes left of Alfredo Bugatti. Bugatti forces Polito to leave it. In there came Musio. All the players fighting, and it's Ali Musio who got away and sends it to Carmignac. Carmignac is gone. He's all on his own out in front. Hugh Carmignac, with interest, sends it through the goal. 6-4.
Hugues Carmignac, he definitely wanted to make sure that went in, didn't he? He didn't just tap that. He absolutely sent that through the goals and said, yes, thank you very much. And now he'll get some confidence in the camp for him. He had a couple of misses on the backhands. That'll cheer him up. Nice goal from Hugues. Nice pass. Talandracas. And that is the end of the chukker. Ladies and gents, it's half-time. Show your appreciation. Talandracas lead. 6 goals to La Dolfina Murus Sanctus 4. We'll be back after the half-time break. Thank you very much.
Still, he gets to the right-hand side of Jack Richardson. He's just got a bit of space now. McDonough, what a pass. Pablo McDonough looking for Top. Top picks up the approach on it's going left. Can he finish it off? What a score! What a finish for Top.
That was a fantastic goal. Well worked from the King Power team.
Bit of a sign today as we have a look now at some of these goals. Alfredo Capella on that great dammer there in that chukker. He had such a great tournament, Alfredo Capello. I love the way that he plays. But here, this side, this was a wonderful goal. Pablo McDonough hitting it. I think it was meant to be a pass, but it just flew all the way.
Yeah, that was a beauty. Lofted shot right from the back, right up over the top, just enough to go over the line. Here's an attack from Valhalla as they're coming through. Backhand not coming in. Becca Pinello sneaking through, finding space, sneaking through on the near side and flicking that one through. And Top put this one in. This was a great play from King Power, passing it up the ground, player to player, and then Top doing a superb job in the front to finish it off.
Yeah, and another one here for the King Power side. This was Alfredo Capella. That's when, for the first time, they put some real sort of daylight between the two sides. 6-4, they were in the ascension. But it wasn't to be. This was another wonderful goal by Pablo McDonough, who we are going to have an interview with. They're just getting ready in the tents to have Pablo McDonough. This was the goal, though, Tim. I think this was, they've been under pressure, and Nico Pires just goes.
Yeah, that was a beautiful goal, right from the line out, straight to Nico. And then he flicks that one through at a flat-out gallop, just with a slow flick to put it through from about 90 yards. This one here, he ran through to get one soon after that.
Yeah, no, Nico Pires, really, really great game. But we're now going to head to the other 9-goaler in the King Power lineup. Truly one of the best players in the world. Well, but first we're going to have the stats before going to Pablo. But field goals, 3 by Valhalla, 6 by King Power. Penalties just for 1 missed by Alfredo Capello. I remember that one. That was close as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Valhalla getting quite a few of the goals from the penalty spot. Look, 5 out of their 9 goals. King Power capitalizing, scoring every single penalty. They had a chance, but 2 very good teams. Perhaps King Power outclassed them a little bit at the end.
Yeah, the class did tell him. The man who we are about to see with us interview, Pablo McDonough. It was that 4th chucker. You commented on it so well in sport. As we have a look now at some of the goals of this game.
And yeah, we saw some crackers. That was Kean Hall. Wow, he did a lot of work both in attack and defense, putting the pressure up in attack, but working so hard in the middle. Barto working some magic, getting through a couple of men there and then flicking it in, weaving it across. He is absolutely awesome to watch as well. That was such a treat. Here is Dylan Bacon breaking away up at the front after receiving a wonderful pass from Perotto. He's such a complete player, Perotto, able to hit those passes up, defend, and then go through himself. Here's Kavanagh working it through across the front of the goal and then an open backhand on the near side to finish. That was an awesome goal, again, after a massive attack from La Dolfina. Great Oaks. There it is again, sneaking past the men and that guy as well. Nice horse to break away and a great finish, world-class finish from Diego Kavanagh. What have we got on this one? That was that beautiful cut shot from Juanma after he just run it in from his half all the way around the outside of the field. The crowd pleaser it was, right along the crowd as they roared, and then that cut shot to finish. And at the end here, we've got Perotto working hard, doing that magic and scoring that goal. That was incredible to watch. What a pleasure that was to commentate that game. Another cracker, down to 1 goal. We'll see the stats as they come up here. And 8 field goals from the Great Oaks. And you can see Desert Palm with just 4 of their goals from the field, 6 from the penalty spot. So that was holding La Dolfina Great Oaks back for such a long time. They managed to win twice as many throw-ins. Perotto working very hard and all the guys in the throw-ins there. Too many fouls. There you go. 14 fouls from Great Oaks, whereas Desert Palm kept it to 9. And every single penalty went in. Great Oaks 3 out of 3 and Desert Palm got 6 out of 6 penalties. So a superb effort of Desert Palm taking the one of the favourites right down.
Talandracas
versus la Dolfina Murus Santos.
Well, it's very nice to bump into somebody that is always smiling and always so positive about polo, especially British polo. It's Malcolm Borwick, of course, the legend that is, treading in at half-time. Malcolm, really good to see you. How are you?
I'm very well, Cully. Thanks very much. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you, mate. Are you enjoying this match?
I think it's phenomenal. I was just watching Adolfo, and I said to my kids, I said, they've got to make the effort to really watch the game because we don't know how many more years we're going to see him. I know how hard it is to keep going as a professional later in your career, and to see him still playing at this level is absolutely phenomenal. Not that he's dominating the game today, but he's still just an absolute treasure to watch.
There's certain plays that he does that you just go, wow.
Yeah, I think it's the horses as well. I don't want to just eulogise about him because I think it's fair on the other players playing this game. But for me, there's a really interesting tactical thing that's going on today. That is, Talandracas are clearly trying to play the other side of him. So they're trying to bring him to the ball to then hit it away. As soon as he's deep, they bring, and they're just trying to continually play the other side of him. And it is effective, but Marcus de Raja, I think, is keeping Murus Sanctus in the game today with some great goals. Just like last year, he was coming from the back, but really finishing the ball well. So they're going to rely on that. I think that Murus Sanctus need to continue to play at that very, very top of their game to keep in touch with this Talandracas team, because we know how successful they've been all season.
Do you think they can hold that on for 3 more chukkers? I guess that's the key, isn't it? Have they got they've got the horses for sure, but have they got the sort of the structure? Do you think they can do that, or do you think under pressure they might start to crack from the Talandracas boys?
Well, no, I think if you looked at Talandracas' results over the season so far, they've actually come from behind in almost all their games, and so this is a different dynamic. And you cannot write Adolfo off, and Bugatti is a warrior, so he's going to keep trying all day long. We know that, and I can see what Adolfo's trying to do. He's trying to release the ball to Corinne, but the field's got a bit of a treacherous bounce on as well. It's just because we've had so much rain, and it's got a little bit of a soft bounce which really pops as you go to make passes. But I think it's going to be a fascinating second half. A difference of 2 is not actually a reflection, I think, of how this game is, but we'll see where it gets to.
Like you say, overtime's a lot for Talandracas. They've had 3 in this run. We're undefeated in the Queen's Cup. Polito, when he gets on one, he gets on one. I mean, the way he works under pressure, I think you're right. I think he works better under pressure. Who would you like to see? Can I put you on the spot? Who would you like to see take this last spot of the semi-finals, or are you going to stay on the fence?
I'm not a fan necessarily of one or the other, so I'm going to sit on the fence. I think currently there are 2 teams which are slightly different, both in terms of their structure of teams. You've got La Dolfina, Great Oaks. It's a 4-man team, and they just have the ability to block and spread, and then you've got the speed that which Heta's team played today is just a different level. So I think whichever team gets through today is going to have their hands full on Wednesday. And I just hope we get to, the quarterfinals have been brilliant. They've all been very close, apart from that one just now, and I'm pretty sure this will go down to the wire as well.
And finally, what have you been up to? I haven't seen you around here much, but I know you're everywhere, and I know you've been in Spain. So very, very quickly, tell us what Malcolm Borwick's been up to polo-wise.
No, we've had a really fun medium goal season. I've got a new guy playing the 15 goal. It's been great fun. We're just kind of going through the stages with that team, which is always a fun process when you get somebody new into the sport and you really start trying to show them what the top end of the sport looks like. Limited amounts of success, but it's fine. We'll take it one step at a time. And then I've been working a lot in Saudi Arabia, and we've got a business which does real estate and equestrian facilities developments plans. So we've got projects in the Dominican Republic and Spain and Saudi Arabia. So we're stretching out, Cole.
You are stretching out. He's a very busy boy. That's where he's been. There you go. From the horse's mouth, Malcolm, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Great job.
And we'll see you shortly.
Thank you very much. Always great to hear from Malcolm Borwick. As we have a look now at the stats at the halfway point. So, not a massive amount of goals scored so far. For all the La Dolfina Murus Sanctus goals, they have come from the open play. Half of Talandracas has had. Throw-ins, very, very even. Not many fouls, 4 by La Dolfina Murus Sanctus, 3 by Talandracas. And then Talandracas, perfect from the penalty shot. No yellow cards, just 1 yellow card so far in these quarterfinals today. Really hoping to see more of that sort of polo. It's been, as we mentioned a couple times, it's been a cagey affair. We have a look now in for Den. Adolfo Cambiasso. He's a man who will win in any way possible. First on that scene, of course. 33 years ago now, when we first turned out playing with David Jamison and Anthony Berikos, as we have a look there at the scoreboard progression. It was 3-2 with about a minute to go in the second chukker before Talandracas turned it round to make it 4-3, and then since then 6-4 They've kept on going strong. So we will see what Adolfo and the team come back out with as Carl just comes back and tries to wiggle his way through here at the grandstand. Adolfo, you just can't cut him out. He will come back, you know that. Carl, how was your chat with Malcolm?
Really good, actually. Thank you, John. Yeah, really nice. It's always good to talk to Malcolm, isn't it? He's such a wise man in polo, great ambassador for the sport as well. He's playing all over the place at the moment. But interesting, we had a conversation about how Ali Mustio is actually sort of dominating more of the Talandracas play, and the way that Adolfo's having to be forced to sort of play, really, to sort of kind of try and hit it one way, hit it the other, and just trying to get through that Talandracas defence. Now, if they can carry on doing that for the next three chukkers, they've got a really good chance, Murus Sanctus. But if they don't hold on to that structure that they've been doing in the first three chukkers, you're going to get Talandracas that always work better from coming behind as well, by the sounds of it. And, you look at those overtimes that we've had, and they always seem, Polito seems to be, better under pressure. So interesting to see what happens in these next three chukkers. But they're two evenly matched teams, and I think I'm loving watching Adolfo, and I'm loving watching Ale Musio. For me, that is where I would say at the moment.
Yeah, no, really interesting. Sounds like a coaching masterclass by Flacco.
Yeah. Here we go. Horses for the chukker. Let's have a quick look at the horses as we start this, if we've got time. Corinne Ricard for Murus Sanctus on Cristalina. Alfredo Bugatti on Dolfina. Marcus Araja on Predilecta. And Adolfo Cambiasso comes out on Leonor.
So Adolfo then on Leonor just sends it down the ground. He's got Corinne Ricard looking to bring her into play here for Murus Sanctus. Corinne Ricard, she gets the first. Can she get the next shot? She does, but not quite enough. It just goes wide to the right.
And Rocci's back out on Inicial. Polito Ambrosia. And Alejandro Musio on Pelada.
So ball on the back line then. And it is going to be Polito Perez wearing the number 2 shirt today, but he is playing further at the back as Adolfo Cambiasso comes back in. Now, it was great blocking work being done by Carmignac to give Musio the space, and he goes out left now looking for Hugh Carmignac. This is the confidence Talandracas have in the North goal player Carmignac coming down the line there. So Carmignac does have to be careful. He just spotted him there. Oh, Araji went leaping over the boards there, nearly into the picnic on the sideline, but Torre Guitar strong, just picking it up, going to the left-hand side, and Adolfo picks it up. Straight there with him is Polito Perez. Adolfo spins it back round, still on Leonor. I love the way in which Adolfo plays this horse, but Polito Perez fighting hard, Adolfo fighting a little harder. Bugatti down the ground, up to the centre, calling for a pass now. It is Alfredo Bugatti, long drive. There's 2 Murus Sanctus players there to take on Musio. So Musio has to be careful. Oh, he just comes across. The umpires have a look, and the whistle does eventually get blown. We'll see which way this one goes.
Yeah, interesting that. No, he had the game right round in front.
I think Musio thought, Carl, that he checked out,
Yeah.
so he thought he could come on, but I just hear the third man agree there. They had
It's
some
a
first
really-
good calls, so
yeah,
the space
really good
wasn't
call.
quite there.
No, absolutely. Space wasn't there, and I think that's a really, really good shout from the third man. So a good call comes through, and it is in favour of Talandracas. There was not enough room for that player to make that move. So Marcos Araja. Yes, it's through. Kako Araja brings them back to one more behind. So 6-5 now for the Blues for Murus Sanctus. And he's a joy to watch, Marcus Araja. He's always smiling. I always find these always smiling. Such a happy player.
So 6-5, Bull goes back and play. I'm sure it'll be a bigger smile if they can get the next one out here. And Adolfo Cambiasso looking to give him a chance to do just that. Adolfo Gives it to Bugatti. Bugatti fighting hard. He's so strong in those short plays. Oh, not sure where Raja came from.
No. Straight in front of Musio by the looks of it. So, regroup for the pink shirts. Talandracas take this penalty. A little bit stop-start this Chaka, the fourth. 5-6. Let's see what they can do with this. Polito circles. Ale Murcios to the left. Oogs. And Rochi. There is the long drive. Up it goes.
So looking for a run of Torgatar at the front. Good bump and a ride off by Torgatar to get the backhand as well. Bugatti comes in to flex off a pony, and it might well deflect well here for Talandracas. No, Bugatti comes in, but Karim Ricard might well have just been wavering a little bit.
Yeah, I think that was unfortunate. If they're going to call it, he went to go for the under the belly shot or the neck shot, but might have been Karim not necessarily waiting. Didn't know that deflection was going to come. That was unlucky for the blue shirts. So they've got a spot penalty right in front of goal. They're going to take it quick. Polito takes it. Up it goes. 7-5 is the score. Quick penalty taken. That was unfortunate for Murus Sanctus. A deflection off the player. Just found Karim in the wrong place at the wrong time. And it is now 7-5 as they come back once again. Interesting to see. Slightly, I wonder what was said at half time from both sides, because there's a slight difference in Talandracas in this half already to the first half.
So Polito Perez, this is something, no matter what is said at half-time, he will always do this, running there in between players, backed up by Torgatar, but he left it behind on the near side, and now come Murus Sanctus. Bugatti calls a pass, but he was ridden out well there, so Karim Ricard called off the play. There with the tail backhand was Musio, finding again Polito Perez, Adolfo Bugatti, but strong play by Polito. Polito the drive down the ground, and Torgatar, he's gone here for Talandracas. Rochi Torgatar, Bugatti beaten up for control, but he comes back round, but the umpires stop us again.
Oh, will they get it? Will they get the penalty from that advance, from that attack? The whistle's blown. Will it go in favour of the pink? Was it a clear ride-off from Bugatti? He's so tough out there, working so hard. But did he just cut in front of Rochi? Was there the line? Was there the ride-off? We'll see.
I think just seeing Rochi, how he pulled back and stopped there, Bugatti couldn't keep with him, so he kept on going, and the foul given against Bugatti for coming back on that ride-off.
So, ball has been teed up. Polito's changed. I thought someone else would take it, but he's back in time. Here we go. Penalty, 30 yards. Oh. Wow. There's a few wows and a few exclamations from the grandstand, as maybe he rushed that a little bit. He changed horse. He came flying back in. He circled straight onto it. He didn't really take any time, and he took it, and it went wide. Maybe Ale Musio should have taken that one, but never mind. It's done, and we move on to the next play.
So coming on to it now, look how Bugatti just comes straight back in. So much force in the way he plays as the pass goes down by Araja, looking for Adolfo. Adolfo, he saw Bugatti to the left. He's put a lot on it, so it's going to give Carmignac a chance here to get there in front of Bugatti, which he does superbly. Puts it back into the middle, but it has worked out, playing ping-pong with it as Polito Perez puts it back out towards the boards, but they're pegged back right on their own goal line. But it's worked, or no, Polito Perez just scoops it up over the boards.
So possession will fall to Adolfo and the Murus Sanctus from here. Let's see what they can do. Bugatti's in the middle. Musio's waiting. There's the long drive. Wow, what a shot. Can Bugatti get on the end of that one? Got a little bit wide. He backs it, but it gets stopped Oh, my Lord. There's a flag post, but it's still in play. Wow, that was close. Utter close. When Talandracas, can they get it away from there? Yes or no?
Yeah, it was Rochi Torgatar. Superb defensive work on the goal line, who also got it away. But Adolfo Cambiasso picking it up in the sort of area he loves to. Just running now up towards the Talandracas defence. They've got to be careful not to concede a foul or worse, a goal, as it's picked up by Araja. Araja to the left. Calm as you like, Araja. 7-6.
The combination of Adolfo and Marcus Araja at the moment is being very effective. Nice for Marcus. And like you say, it goes to 3 or 4 people. Really calm as you like. Little cheeky. Hit into the right and probably smiling at the same time, I hope. 7-5. Back to the middle once again. 7-6 now with that extra goal on the scoreboard. Here we go, back in the middle, and it is a big strike up for Talandracas.
Torgatar just managed to get back there in front of Adolfo. It was a miss hit, but he came back onto it so well, so calm, and hits the backhand. Wonderful play by Torgatar, and Perez had read it. Perez off in near side. It would have been phenomenal, but the umpires just stopped him as he was reaching out to take it out the air.
A little explanation from the umpires to Polito. A little bit of Wimbledon going on as he's just trying to take it out the air there. Coming across in front. Oogs, unfortunately, right across in front of Adolfo.
That's what makes Polito so good, though, right? Even when he, he will reach out and try anything, and even if he gets away with it 1 time out of 5, it's great to see.
Yeah. He's just got to go for it, haven't he? Umpire shouts play. 7-6 here. Such a great game. 1 goal in it. And this is how Talandracas plays. And Murus Sanctus really playing an effective way of trying to break through that Talandracas defence. There's the launch up to Corinne Ricard. But it just goes over the back line and it's wide to the right-hand side. Not long left. Literally about 15 seconds, 10 seconds or so in this fourth. It's gone quite quickly, this one. 2 more chuckers after this and only 1 goal difference. He will take that final spot to join Dubai, King Power, and La Dolfina Great Oaks.
So there does go for first buzzer. 30 seconds left here. Talandracas, can they make it a 2-goal game again here right at the end? Just a little bit too much for Bullshon. Oh, Araja, he left it behind. And Musio, he's gone. Has he got for time? It's Musio, he picks it up. It's going. It's going. He's being chased. Musio, what a score!
Wow, what a goal, what a run. That is a great way to finish the fourth chukker, literally from past halfway. He picked up onto it, connected so well, managed to get past the man, kept it going, had a great horse, and managed to get that straight through the goal. That is definitely goal of the match for me so far. 8 to Talandracas, 6 to La Dolfina Murus Sanctus. It's the end of chukker, 2 more chukkers to go.
Watching horses interact with each other is deeply moving. Their communication is filled with sensitivity, a reminder of how humans could be, sincere, trustworthy, and respectful. When we experience their companionship, we feel an indescribable warmth and connection. It's as if they are teaching us. This inspired Standing Rock, with support from the HPA, to present a trophy to the season's most outstanding team, honouring the core values behind fair play and sportsmanship. It reflects a world where fair play isn't just a rule, but a promise we make to each other about respecting, supporting, and achieving together.
Talandracas
versus la
Okay,
Dolfina
that-
Murus Santos.
Ali. Can they do the Queen's Cup Gold Cup double? Very rarely achieved.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we go. John and I are ready for these two chukkers. Are you, ladies and gentlemen? This is where it's going to get down to the wire, I'm sure, when these two teams meet. Really interesting to see how the next two chukkers pan out. The ground doing well, considering we've had a lot of rain here at Cowdrey over the last few weeks, but also especially over the last few days.
Yeah.
Talandracas now have the possession as the ball gets struck up to try and find the front.
The toy guitar just puts it up overboard. Yeah, I mean, the ground, real praise to the staff here at Cowdrey Park. With the amount of rain, it just looks amazing how it's kept up out there. We were here this time yesterday watching the quarterfinals, and it was torrential when the heavens opened at about this time. Thunder, lightning, the lot. So Adolfo Cambiasso comes again here for La Dolfina Murus Sanctus. Adolfo looking to take on Polito Perez. He's got Bugatti behind him. He leaves the ball for Alfredo Bugatti. Bugatti capable of scoring from here. That's what he's gone for. He's hit it up long, but I think he's just hit it wide again. We've seen Alfredo having a go from long distance a few times.
Such a powerful player. I love watching Bugatti play. One of the good games I remember him playing was with La Ensenada, when he used to play with Geronimo de Carril and Juan Britos in the Argentine Open a few years ago. That was one hell of a team. And since then, he's just going from strength to strength. Bugatti, real powerhouse in the middle of this Murus Sanctus team. Cambiasso with the backhand to Bugatti. There he is. He's wide open. There's no one there. Surely Alfredo near side. Alfredo Bugatti. There it is. 8-7. Keeping themselves very close indeed. A little bit like yesterday's quarterfinal. Very close, these two teams. 8-7 it is. Nice goal from Bugatti. Good foresight from Adolfo. And if you notice how Adolfo's sort of playing that position now, where he's just hitting it up to these guys just to try and break ranks and try and get that ball. But it's down with Talandracas and a shot wide.
I was going to say Heteresque in the way of how Hugh Carmignac came out the line-out. Quite find the goal shot this time out. So Murus Sanctus looking to come again. Heta, of course, waiting with Dubai, the winners of this game. The semi-finals on Wednesday. Adolfo sends it out right, looking for Bugatti to take on Torreguitar. Torreguitar closes him down. It's still there with Alfredo Bugatti. Bugatti sends it up long down the ground. Back there is Torreguitar. Still the umpires do blow a whistle.
Yeah, whistle blown on that one. Well, we had two pink players going down, but we did have a pink player established well on the line there. Pink player established well on the line, and then the blue player just cutting in front there from Murus Sanctus. So penalty. Looks like we have got JM Fanta out under Polito. Best playing pony. 10-year-old black mare owned by the Crown Prince of Johar. And he's won many a best playing pony on this horse, bred by Juan Martin Nero. But here's Bugatti with the defence.
Great defensive work by Bugatti. Looking now for Cambiasso. Cambiasso, oh, look how he just dummied left in the field. Suddenly opens up, and Adolfo, we haven't seen much of this yet this afternoon. Adolfo Cambiasso looking to run as he's got Karine Ricard out in front. Behind him is Araja, but Adolfo dummies left. Now he goes to the right-hand side. Behind him there is Bugatti, clearing away the oncoming defender. So Adolfo just goes a little bit of a different route here. We wondered whether he was going to run all the way, but he's fought his way through. But the defence by Muccio is so good. Alejandro Muccio in those type of situations leaves it now for Polito Perez on Fanta. Torre Guitar runs down the centre of the ground. Polito left it, but Musio, he's there. Polito continues to run. It's still going to work out for him. Polito at speed. Coming through now, calling Torre Guitar off for play. Polito Perez to make it 9. And that is Perez at his very best.
Now we start to see a little bit more of Polito. We didn't see much of him in the first few chukkers. There was more of some of the others, but Polito now back on JM Fanta. What a horse. How it accelerates across the ground. And that is where he is at his deadliest. Goes past people so easily and pop that ball in. Talandracas just edging away, always making sure they're slightly ahead of Murus Sanctus. 9-7, a quick change of horses. And we're back in again. Adolfo has won the line out for Murus Sanctus.
So Adolfo coming through. The cries of Bugatti behind. Adolfo with the shot, but he just hasn't quite got the accuracy, sending it significantly left in the end.
He tried to move the ball around a little bit there at the beginning in order to try and find himself some space to try and get that big shot in, but that was quite a hard one from far out. Wide to the left-hand side, so brought back in by Polito. He's changed off Fanta up to the grey of Ali Musio. Such a great season. Alejandro played lights out big time in the Queen's Cup. And has just been such a big part of interlocking with Polito and Rocci. Torre Guitar, who takes that ball on the near side, but there was Uz Carminac, and there was a white helmet and a blue shirt of Bugatti as well. Umpire blows the whistle.
I would imagine the umpires, they had a look at Ben Turner just to check, but it was a first foul.
Yeah,
it was Carminiac just not quite going shoulder to shoulder.
Blown on the first. Carminiac not going appropriately in the ride-off, so it'll be penalty to Murus Sanctus to bring them up behind by 1 goal if it's converted by the man Adolfo. 7 times winner of the Gold Cup, this man. He started winning in 1991. And his last win was in 2020 with his son in the aptly named Next Generation, Jean-Francois Decaux Next Generation. He's won it so many times. Here we go. Penalty, 60 yards. Wide. Wow. There's Polito missing and there's Adolfo missing. Gosh. That was unfortunate, John. They could have done with that just to get them a goal behind. 9-8 would have been nice finishing off this chukker, wouldn't it?
Yeah, a couple of 60s missed now. The first one needed for VAR, but that one, it did just go straight off the stick to the left as now come Talandracas again. In comes Polito Perez. Araja looking to apply the pressure, but Polito using Musio to clear out a little bit of space. Now Polito, he goes, and he just puts on a little bit more speed, and Polito Perez looks to go again. A big neck shot up towards the goal for Torre Guitar. Torre Guitar coming through at speed. Talandracas. Oh, what a score by Talandracas.
Wow. And there was a dodgy bounce as well. There was a horrible bounce, but Torre Guitar, what a run from Polito Perez. What a horse. Up to Torre Guitar. What a backhand. And then that is fantastic goal from Rocci. 5 goals. Unbelievable. 10-7. This is Talandracas now showing what they've been doing. Tight in the overtimes. Winners of the Queen's Cup. Can they hold on to this? But that horse of Polito just created all of that movement and left Murus Sanctus waiting. There's the backhand. Falls to Adolfo. Adolfo now picks it up.
So Adolfo to the left-hand side of Rocci Torre Guitar. Still now Adolfo Cambiasso. Rocci, he waits for goal scorer on the last play as we hear the first buzzer go. Adolfo Cambiasso, there's still time, and how different 10-8 would make it look. Adolfo keeps it close. He's about 30 yards to goal now. It's just the lid on next shot flick, but it goes wide to the right-hand side. They could have really, really done with that one.
I think that's it now. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for both these teams. Ender Chaka, Talandracas, 10-7. La Dolfina, Murus, Sanctus. One more.
Talandracas versus la Dolfina Murus Santos.
Well, welcome back, everybody. There's Eduard Carminac watching his son, Oogs Carminac, having a great game, actually. Oogs took a while to get into it, had a chucker to warm up, and then he's been really playing very well indeed. Nice smiles there from Flacco and the main man there, always guiding Talandracas. If you look at the scores and the stats so far, sort of pretty level. Second chucker, Talandracas finished 1 goal above. They followed 2 goals above in the third chucker, so they went into half-time on the win. They've really been in front all the way, 8-6, and then 10-7. Now, this is where the pressure will mount up, and this is where actually Polito is often better under pressure. Likes going to an overtime, as we've talked about, but it'll be interesting to see whether Rodolfo and Kaku, Marcos Araja and Alfredo Begatti and Corinne can do anything different to just stop that advance, because when he's got the ball, he goes for those big runs, and he's super well mounted in these last few chuckers, and you can see it makes all the difference. He comes out, opens up that play, and when he's gone, and he creates a huge split straight through the field. And Rocci and Aniamusio are just interlocking with him really well, John.
Yeah, I think what he's added there was he used to run all the time, but he hasn't run much today, but when he does it, they didn't know it was coming.
So we're back, ladies and gentlemen, for the last chucker. Here we go. Will it be Talandracas into the semi-finals on Wednesday, joining La Dolfina Great Oaks, Dubai and King Power? Or will it be La Dolfina Murus Sanctus? We'll find out in under 7 minutes' time. Here we go.
So Murcia going back for Rodolfo Cambiasso. It's been a year of resilience for Rodolfo and this Murus Sanctus side. 2 defeats before Rodolfo really found his groove in this tournament to keep them in it. Big wins over Park Place and UAE. So do not count out Rodolfo Cambiasso as he goes. Sends it up the ground, looking for Begatti with the near side backhand there. Torre guitar again, but Murus Sanctus, they need to get possession and they have it with Araja. Araja using Begatti as a blocker. Now Begatti goes down the ground, stretching the play, allowing Araja just to take it up a little bit further still. Sending it up now, it's going to be Araja taking on Torre guitar, but Polito Perez, he comes in with space. So Polito Perez just takes it back and he will play a game of keep ball for a little bit there with Torre guitar. Great play it was by Araja, and Adolfo has stolen it from all of them. Adolfo Cambiasso on the near side through the goal. Adolfo, when you need him, he comes good.
That's unbelievable. What a steal. So good, so good. That's why he has all of these years of experience, and when he's good, he's good. That was unbelievable. Great goal, great play, great steal, and a beautiful under the neck near side shot to goal. Still got it.
10-8, a big line-out. We saw how important these line-outs were in the last game. Head to Castagnola, dominating through him, and Talandracas saw Toy Guitar plenty on it, but spotting the danger, it was Araja. And look at that, Adolfo Cambiasso doing all the work there on the man, just to give now Araja the time to come back here in defence. Araja scored a couple of great goals already. They need another one, though, before Talandracas has just opened up the lead too far in this final chakra. Adolfo sends it up, looking for Alfredo Bagatti. Bagatti beaten to it, though, and coming on for plays Polito Perez. You don't want to give Polito Perez any time here. Carmignac, he ran down the ground asking for the pass, but it stays close still with Rochi Torregatar. Torregatar fighting his way through. It's Rochi Torregatar, reaches out, couldn't get there, and just with the touch, but not very far, allowing Musios against the post. Somehow Murus Sanctus survive, and they come away, or do they know? It's still in the danger zone, but the umpires have blown a whistle right in front of that goal. Great defensive work.
Oh, my Lord, that was so tight. That was unbelievable. 1 minute this way, 1 minute that way. Hit the post. Is it going to be anything like tonight with England playing? I hope not. What a shot. What a try. But, yeah, quick change, though. A couple of horses now. They're all down in the camps. Look at that. You've got all the blues down there. You've got all the pinks down there. And it's 10-8, 4 minutes 20. Adolfo changes. Polito changes. Everybody coming back out, ready to go. The horsepower is primed. They need as much as they can. Kaku's just going down the other way, I think. Let's try and change onto something down there. Ball's on the line by the umpire.
Yeah, it looks like it's gone in favour of La Dolfina. Murus Sanctus just dropped on that goal line. They'll wait for Araja. Still plenty of time, Carl. Adolfo, you just can't count this man out.
No, I mean, 10-8, there's nothing, is it? I mean, just 10-8 and with 4 minutes 20, I would be, I'd be nervous.
No, and as you mentioned, the two defeats opening, we saw them, like I said, on that first day of the Gold Cup against Perotto, but they looked down and out. But Adolfo first against Park Place and then against UAE. That UAE performance, unbelievable. So he would have taken this 10-8 down after those first two games with minutes to go here.
So Adolfo brings in the ball for La Dolfina. Murus Sanctus goes wide, hits it up, tries to find Marcos Araja. Bagatti's in the middle, and so Corinne up the top. Adolfo goes inside, and then he hooks. Oh, it's like Adolfo knew that was going to happen. He checked on the brakes 10 seconds before that to find this ball.
So Adolfo Cambiasso goes to the right-hand side of Torregatar. Still now Adolfo. Bounce on the ball. He's got Polito Perez breathing down his neck. Look how he just turns to the left-hand side, leaves it for Bagatti. Bagatti now for La Dolfina, Murus Sanctus. This looks dangerous. La Dolfina, Murus Sanctus, Alfredo Bagatti. It's going close, and he can't clear it. He scores. Alfredo Bagatti, 10-9, 1 goal in it.
Wow, how the tide is turning. This is what I mean. We can't count out either team. This is going to go down to the wire. There was pinks there trying to mark men. There was men on the side trying to come in, but Bagatti just came through with that. Nice goal. 10-9. 1 in it. Exciting stuff. Notice how Adolfo's really had to change the way he's played to just try and break through this Talandracas defence.
The ball back and play it off for Cambiasso. He's gone again.
Steal.
And it's Adolfo for Murus. Oh,
Dodgy
Bagatti
bounce.
backs him up. The crowd, it gasps as Bagatti goes down the ground looking for Adolfo again. Torregatar, the young player based in Sotogrande, defends so well there. Looking now for Musio. And Musio, they're going to go down the other end. And look at Ali Musio run. He's got Carmignac out in front. He's being chased by Araja, his two long-time teammates, Ali Musio and Marcus Araja. And Araja forces him to a stop. Still 2 minutes left in this contest. Polito Perez, he wants to call game now, but he's hooked out of a play. Adolfo couldn't get there the second time. Araja, he does. Araja, he left it behind. And it's going to be Adolfo. Adolfo appealing for the foul. So strong. The umpires say play on. It's Adolfo now. 2 minutes. You've got to think now. comes for time. Murus Sanctus, they are going to need the next goal. If they don't get it, it's going to be Talandracas heading towards the semi-final on Wednesday to play head to Castagnola and Dubai. But Adolfo, he wants to give himself a shot. He's got all the time in the world. He just keeps on tapping it up into the 60. They've got to be careful not to foul now. Talandracas, says Adolfo. He's about 40. We've seen this script written so many times before. Adolfo, oh, they met him.
And there's a whistle. There's a whistle. Has he got the foul? We've seen this so many times. Adolfo engineers his way through so cleverly, so calculating. Just knows exactly where he wants to be in the ball. He's changing horses. There's a whistle on the play. Oh, if they get this, John. If they get this, it's going to be 10-10. 10-10 with 1 minute 45 on the clock.
Yeah, so tough. Ali Musa, he was doing really well. He just had to kind of stay straight as you watched on that replay. He ended up coming across and just standing over that line.
We even called it, they just got to be so careful. They can't foul here because this is exactly what Adolfo wants. That's exactly what he's doing. He's waiting for them to foul, and Bosch, it was. A
lot easier said than done, though, as Adolfo. He's 40 yards out. He's got the ball. They're fine, Talandracas. We actually saw it really late on in the game yesterday with Desert Palm Polo, and that time the defence did stay straight, but the umpires, they're going to let you go, but as soon as you do come across, they are going to stop them.
So, ladies and gentlemen, penalty awarded to the blue shirts. La Dolfina, Murus Sanctus, to take this up to 10-10. With 1:45 on the clock. Taken by Marcus Araja. It's through. It's a goal. 10-10. Wow, we've got a game on. 1:35 on the clock. Are we going to overtime? I called it earlier. We know Talandracas seem to just find themselves in 3 overtimes. Are they going to find themselves in another one? Unbelievable stuff here on Lawns. This is what polo's all about. How it can change within an instant. Who's going to win this line out? Because it's going to be this. If you win the line out, you will score from here, and then you've won the game. Surely, Bigatti. Up to Adolfo, being hard-ridden by Talandracas. Oh, it's a goal! Oh, Rocci with the backhand into Adolfo. Adolfo pumps the air with his fist. John, I can't believe it. There was a backhand, but how he reached out with the backhand and still managed to play it forwards. Oh, that's a shot in the heart. That is a shot in the heart for Talandracas. 11-10, there's 40 seconds left. Throw in the ball, and off we go. John, this is unbelievable. Who will win this line out?
They're gone. It's going to be here now with Talandracas. It's going to be Perez. It's Perez. Is it going to be 11? Palito Perez, what a game!
Oh my gosh, we said it. He's going to overtime for sure. Palito, he won the line out. 11-11. This is unbelievable stuff here on Lords. What 2 titanic teams as we come back to the middle. Wow, what play. How they got that out of there. How Palito. That's it. We're going for another one. We're going for the 30 seconds for sure. And then will we go for another one? Let's see. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds, and look at the move. Adolfo's up there now. Here he goes. John, what's going to happen? This is deadly. Nobody go anywhere. Don't turn anything off. Keep your eyes focused on the lawns.
Adolfo Cambiasso with the tap. He's got about 10 seconds. Do not foul him, Talandracas. Adolfo Cambiasso. Rocci, this time he gets it. There goes the buzzer. Let's hear it up the ground. What a game. What a quarter-final. What a last 10 seconds.
Wow, we are going to overtime. We are going again. They love it. Talandracas, it's the theme of the Gold Cup. One more chukker. We will see golden goal a little reset as they sort their ponies out. But 11-11, you couldn't have written it. This is great. This is what polo's all about. Who will take it, who will win, and who will be versus Dubai on Wednesday? We'll find out very shortly.
Talandracas versus la Dolfina Murus Sanctus.
Well, it's always been said that this man works good under pressure, and he certainly has engineered and worked at playing a completely different game that they started playing this tournament with to try and open up and make cracks in the Talandracas team. There he is. 9 goals, Adolfo Cambiasso. It's hard to say that, isn't it? 10 goals for so many years. 1991, he won his first Gold Cup here at Cowdrey. And then that was with Tramontana. And then he went on to represent teams such as Elliston, Geebung, 3 times with Dubai. And then the next generation, Francois Deco in 2020. He was 10 goals at 17 years of age, similar to his son, watching his son now follow in his father's footsteps.
You talk about that hit, I mean, it's apt right on Wimbledon final day, the day that Messi will have another go at it tonight in the Copa America with Argentina. I mean, Adolfo Cambiasso, he's up there with any, and he's won even with Messi, the best sportsman, the sportsman of the year in Argentina. I mean, this is a player who just has redefined a sport, and he looked down and out, but he's got a roll in right in front of that goal.
Yeah, and you talk about that, you talk about tennis, you talk about Wimbledon. I mean, we won't talk about that too much, but he's won the Gold Cup 7 times. Novak Djokovic has won Wimbledon 7 times, so, you know, you're up there with him. A line out, throw-in has been awarded right down in this bottom corner. Ladies and gents, it's happened to Valhalla and Talandracas. The ball was in, and this is Talandracas and Dolfina Murus Sanctus, and who gets to it first? Polito.
Polito then spins it round. Didn't get. We heard one shout of "Come on, Talandracas" here in the crowd. And Torre Guitar, oh, he could be gone here. It's Rochi Torre Guitar looking to run. He's got a trio of Talandracas players. Oh, they were gone. It still could be. It's going to be Musio. It's Musio to the left-hand side of Bugatti. They've got to win the play, and they do. Across there comes Zaraj. Dolfina Murus Sanctus. That looked like it could well be it, but they've lived just one more chance here for Bugatti. Oh, he left it behind him. Oh, were they playing advantage, I wonder?
Oh, wow. A big call, a massive call from the umpires. Adolfo saying we're moving up, surely. Talandracas. That was so unlucky before. A couple of dodgy bounces there with the ground. Polito just couldn't quite get a full contact with that drive before. Then Musio was behind. He went for the big hit to try and pass up to Polito, but he, again, just couldn't quite connect with it. And so two sort of 50% hits rather than 90, 100% hits on that ball is just allowed Murus Sanctus to take back possession. But now a call from the umpires. This is going to be a big one. Third man getting involved. We can hear.
I think they're asking whether they should move it up to a 60 or a 5B. How many Talandracas players were back? Big decision.
So we're just looking at a replay for the third man.
And it's going to be a 5B.
So a lot of pink players will sigh a bit of relief there, but penalty is not good, but at least it's not a 60 for Talandracas. 5B from the middle, 11-11. We've seen him do wonder things from here, and his team. Adolfo Cambiasso brings it in. Marcos goes up. Here we go.
Adolfo. Behind him, Alfredo Bagatti. Oh, it just got round. It's funny when these best players, while they leave it, then no one's thinking, so they don't go down the line. As Adolfo Cambiasso, he comes through. Always a great backhand play. And now Torre Guitar, stop before he gets going. Murus Sanctus, no, they've left it behind. And now Talandracas are gone. The local side, Talandracas getting the support of the home crowd as Musio. Musio wants to win it now. Comes back. There is Araji with Torre Guitar. The tail backhand played. They'll turn it round again with Alfredo Bagatti. Bagatti, it's end-to-end polo out here as La Dolfina Murus Sanctus now look to go down the other end with Alfredo Bagatti. Musio coming back into play. It's there with Bagatti. Oh, he's just kept hold of it. Alfredo Bagatti staying close. They come back behind him. They're going to be patient in the way that they attack the play. The Murus Sanctus truck and trailer. It's going now with Adolfo. Oh, he's left it behind and he's going to turn, or is he? The horse just looked a little bit tired there. It didn't get going quite at the speed Polito Perez wanted. Adolfo Cambiasso breathing back down his neck again is Polito Perez. We've seen him from this kind of situation. Torre Guitar goes down the ground, but it's left behind, so Adolfo instead. Adolfo, oh!
Whistle, Ali Musio and Cambiasso. Oh, Polito, he just couldn't get that horse to get a little bit ahead there. Left it behind. Adolfo went for the swing. Ali Musio came in. And Polito's asked if he can he's calling for another horse. Quick change. 4 minutes 54 on the clock in this extra chuck at 11-11. John, this is exciting stuff. We've got Wimbledon happening right now, which is end-to-end stuff between Djokovic and Alcaraz. I'm not going to say what the results are, but if we talk about Wimbledon, Cambiasso has won the Gold Cup 7 times. Djokovic has won the Wimbledon title 7 times. Federer's on 8. And Carlos Gracida holds the title of 10 here at Cowdrey for the Gold Cup record. And you don't get to 7 Gold Cup wins without being in these situations and dealing with them so well. So a penalty awarded. This isn't a big one, a big important call. This could be it. Against Adolfo, not very happy about that. Shrugs his shoulders, goes off, changes horse, has a little look at the players and the umpire as he canters past. Carminac, Flacco down there, literally biting their fingernails Adolfo absolutely still going on about it to the rest of the umpires behind the goal. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 11-11, 7 chucker. Who's going to go through on Wednesday? Could this be the moment? Quiet, please, in the auditorium, as here comes Polito for a 60 yards. Deflection. It's through! They got it! There was a moment there. There was a moment that the flags did not go up. Let's just make sure we are sure, because there was a big moment, but it has been called. It has been done. Ladies and gentlemen, Talandracas, yes, are through to the final, to the semi-final on Wednesday. 12 goals to Murus Sanctus 11, and that will be a big call of the umpire that they will talk about, John, for a long time to come. 12, Talandracas 11. Wow.
Yeah, what a game, what a performance. But once again, Adolfo Cambiasso, he came so close. What an honour it is to watch Adolfo Cambiasso play this sport every year. But he'll have to wait another year to go after title number 8. It is for Queen's Cup winners. It's Talandracas. They will play Dubai and head to Castagnola. What a game, what a game, what a day that promises to be on Wednesday.
Wednesday's looking good. La Dolfina Great Oaks. King Power. La Dolfina. Yes, very good indeed. We are losing our voices. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, pitchside. We will say goodbye to you. We hope we'll see a lot of you on Wednesday joining us, and the final on Sunday. And if you can't make it, make sure you tune in to the live stream at Cowdrey TV and Polo Line TV. We'll be doing the presentation very shortly for the Vichai Siwadhana Prabha Memorial Trophy, so please do stick around for that. But thank you very much, and a safe journey home. And come on, England is the call for this evening against the Spanish in the semi-finals. The Spanish. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what a goals we saw, John. Wowzers, wowzers, wowzers. Look at these stats. Look how happy he is. Look how Polito. It's overtime. Another overtime. Another overtime. Wow. Another overtime. Look at him. He's happy. I keep going on about it, but that's 4 overtimes for Talandracas. What is it? What is it about this team?
They've got so much spirit, and Polito, he really epitomises that kind of spirit. But I think we were sort of saying, I think we could say it here on the live stream. They won't mind me still, but I think Rochi will be adding Polito very much to his Christmas list after that backhand over top. I mean, he had a great game as well, Rochi, so he won't mind me saying, but he's just over top that backhand. Adolfo, he thought he'd won it.
Oh my God, yeah.
And, he's a player who's done that, come back, turned it round himself so many times, but this time it was Talandracas who did it to him.
It was really interesting, actually, because we didn't really talk much about Polito, if you think about it, in the first couple of chuckers. We actually talked loads about Ali Mustio and Rochi, but that's interesting, the way the game had been played, and also the way Adolfo was forcing them to play like that. That was really clever from Murus Sanctus, and I think Adolfo really did very well in that first half to structure such an attack on Talandracas.
No, I think you get it absolutely right, and I think it was more than that being a Talandracas plan. I think it was for Murus Sanctus plan. We spoke about it in the first game, how Facundo Perez went to try and do that head to Castagnola. Now, didn't quite work for whatever head to Castagnola. The support, the horses looked so good today, but it was the same kind of plan. Polito Perez is that sort of talent who can win a game on his own, and Adolfo also that talent, but he said, you know what, today I am the one on this team who can stop Polito Perez, so I'm going to do it. And then the player who we actually saw, so it's funny, the first half it was kind of Ali Musio and Marcus Araja looked like the two.
Absolutely, yeah.
Amazing.
And that, Polo is just, the way it goes down to the wire, the way it goes to millimeters, inches, literally. Polito there, we're just seeing him on the live stream. Highlight of the goals. What goals they were.
Yeah, great goals. There were so many good goals in this game. Bugatti just lined it up from there, sent it all the way up. I can't wait. Hopefully we're going to see all those last second goals on this highlight reel as well. And so good in this kind of position. Polito Perez running. Love to see it. We didn't see that much of it today. Similar, I think, of these sort of high-level players, the runners, we saw a little bit from Polito today. Heta was the one who was able to dominate in the way that we know he loves to. As it's cleared there through the goal. Carmignac, he had a great game after he came on to Carmignac.
He sort of had a better chucker to get into it. And, he then really started to warm up into it. But, super well mounted, this Talandracas team in certain checkers. And there we go. Polito popping one in there as well. They've done it. They've made it through. It's been a hard run for them. They've definitely left it to the wire a lot of the time.
This was the goal. That's Rocci. He did really well initially, but then he got the backhand, but Adolfo picked it up. So it was a great play by Adolfo, and I'm sure now we'll see Polito Perez running through at speed.
Oh, he mishit that one a little bit. Managed to keep hold of it.
And he even had to get the right shot. What a goal. He's so good at those. So Polito, awesome to see. So Talandracas Cup, they are the last semi-finalists.
They sure are, John. Wow. Dubai Talandracas. That's going to be an interesting final, isn't it? Wow. A semi-final. Right, we've got an interview down in the Talandracas camp, ladies and gents. So let's throw over to Seb and the team down at Talandracas and find out how they're feeling in the camp.
Congratulations, Polito. One semi-final again in the same British Open, which is something not easy to get, but always suffering, or not?
See, our games from this Gold Cup they're all been in extra checker, I think, and nothing. I think the spirit, the good spirit from the team is making us win some games with good attitude, and nothing. We are super happy because we won Queens, and it's not hard to. Last year we did bad in the Gold Cup, and this year we wanted to do good, and I think we achieved the goal. We are on the semi-finals, so we cannot believe it.
Especially in this match, you were leading all the time against Cambiaso, which is something unusual. But always we know that he can come back. But in one point you were 3 or 4 up.
We started the 6 checker by 3. I think 10-7. Pero bueno, it's Cambiaso. It's a good team. We did a couple of mistakes. And bueno, it can happen, you know. Many games you're winning and suddenly you're tied. Pero bueno, the good spirit again from the team make us won. We almost lost it. And I don't know, 15 seconds we score. Ali got a ball from the throwing amazing. And we could score. So I think we are winning good games.
Now it's against Heta, it's against Dubai. It's a tough one, but I mean, you won the Queen's Cup, so you know how to be there.
See, you never know. We have to play the semi. We have to celebrate today with the team, with the grooms, with the Carmignac family, and then tomorrow see how the horses are, and then start to think on a super difficult semi-finals. Pero bueno, you never know.
Thank you very much, Polito. The best of luck on the semis on Wednesday. Back to you, Carl and John.
Well, what a man, Polito, helping his team get to 12-11. Let's have a quick look at the field goals. 7 to Talandracas, 9 to Murus Sanctus. Throw-ins 11-13, pretty similar. Fouls committed, very similar, just one difference. 8-9 Murus Sanctus. 5 out of 5 for Talandracas on the penalties, and 2 out of 3 for Murus Sanctus. No corners and no yellow cards. Well, they've done it again, Talandracas. They won the Carlos Gracida Memorial Trophy at the opening of the tournament. They won the Argentine Ambassadors Cup last week, halfway through the tournament, and then they've just won the Vichai Siwat Hana Prabha Memorial Trophy as well. They found the last spot into the semi-finals against Dubai. What a game. Thank you very much, everybody. We look forward to seeing you to see La Dolfina Great Oaks, King Power, Dubai and Talandracas on Wednesday for one of the best semi-finals and one of the best days in polo calendar in the summer. Make sure you tune in on Cowdrey TV and Polo Line TV. We'll see you then. Take care. Goodbye for now.